someone attached the picture of Mom's banana pudding. If you know Mom, she was known anytime you wanted her to bring anything, you bring a banana pudding. She did. What you don't know is what went on in the back behind the scenes of her banana pudding. First of all, she never made it the same way twice. She would sometimes she used condensed milk, sometimes she used evaporated milk, sometimes she used vanilla pudding, sometimes she used banana flavored pudding. It's just whatever looked good at the moment with her. But you have to understand, Wanda Joyce, my mom was one of the kindest hearted people you'd ever want to meet. Neatness was not her forte. She would serve you coffee out of a clean cup. She believed in the coffee pot being clean once it got unclean. But when she was cooking or making something, her banana pudding is made in my mixer, which you put the pudding and the milk in there and you blend it. And then she would take it off of the mixer, pour it into yet another bowl, and then she would put her Cool Whip in yet another bowl and stir it up a little bit, break it up a little bit. Then she would pour the pudding from the second bowl into the third bowl and fold that Cool Whip up into it. Now, mind you, that sounds like a simple task. But at some point, she lifted the head to my mixer without turning it off, which has sprayed banana pudding all over the place. And she did this almost every time. You would hear her, "Dadgum." So she's now got all of her pudding all mixed. That's if at some point during the time she didn't drop something and fling it everywhere. Dadgum. And she would start layering her cookies in the thing and the pudding and the bananas and then cookies, bananas, pudding, and you layered that and you used plenty of each because she firmly believed you needed a bite of cookie and a bite of banana in every bite. Okay, so she's got it all layered now. Her favorite way of finishing the top off was to crush the cookies. Well, if you know my kitchen, I don't have very many countertops, and by now she's got them all full. So she needs to smash her cookies to go on the top. If she wasn't in a hurry, she would pull my food processor out. Love her. But if not, she would bring her bag of cookies in here to the dining room with my rolling pin and smash them into a Ziploc bag, and that way she could roll them and it would make like a crumb. 2 out of 3 times she did this, she wouldn't seal her Ziploc bag good. So when that first crunch went down, she flung cookies everywhere. Dadgum. So then she goes back to the kitchen and sprinkles her cookies on top of her banana pudding she has made. And she'd say, okay, I'm going to go sit down and rest. I'll clean this up. That was code for someone to go clean up her mess. I don't know how. She dirtied so many dishes making one pan of banana pudding. And there would be banana pudding everywhere. That was, and I was glad the lady shared Mama's recipe this morning. And just know that recipe could be altered, and it could still be one of the choices banana pudding, because for someone, she didn't make it the same way every time. It just depended what was on hand. Oh, and you have to use whole milk. Don't be using no 2% in her banana pudding, because she said that made it taste watery. One of these days I'll tell the story. I wish I had taken pictures. Oh, I wish I had taken pictures. Mom found a recipe for a cranberry jello salad, and it's not jello. It's more like salad, but it's made with cranberries and pecans and oranges and apples, and you put all of this through the food processor, and then you mix it with jello just to give it some. It wasn't like jello. And it was more like a salad, a fine chopped salad. Oh, it's good. She found that recipe last year. She made it 4 times. All 4 times it looked like a crime scene in the kitchen when she would get finished. So Kim Gill, thank you very much for posting Mom's recipe this morning. It brought back wonderful memories of her making banana pudding. She made banana puddings very often because the church always needed one. One of her men, those young fellas at the church, Jeremy Doucette was one, they had to have a banana pudding. Or one of her son-in-law or her son, they got a banana pudding pretty often. Thank you for the memory. It made me smile this morning thinking of Mom. You couldn't find someone with a bigger heart, or they could make a bigger mess. Love y'all.